Welcome to our look at Switched on Schoolhouse French 1. The Alpha Omega Publications French language courses focus on a blend of French vocabulary, grammar, and sentence structure, conversational language instruction, and a study of the language, geography, and culture of France and other French-speaking regions of the world. Throughout the course, students will follow the adventures of Isabelle and David, two young students learning French in French-speaking countries all over the world. Alpha Omega's foreign language lessons offer text-based instruction, along with a wide variety of engaging multimedia presentations. Interactive audio-visual components are all designed to enhance the text-based instruction and build basic skills in reading, writing, hearing, and speaking the foreign language.
Perú,
The instructional methods
Bolivia,
employed in Alpha Omega foreign
Paraguay,
language courses model
Argentina,
and encourage correct pronunciation and language fluency, building good habits into students. Let's take a look at a lesson from French 1 that provides a look at carnivals in a number of different French-speaking countries. As we work through the lessons, we'll pay close attention to the instructional methods that are used to encourage mastery of lesson material. The objective for this lesson is identify facts about the carnivals in various countries. First, let's look at a listening exercise. In this activity, the student is introduced to a list of words and phrases that will be used in an audio dialogue a little bit further down in the lesson.
Chaque année, une bataille de fleurs, lancer,
After listening to each word or phrase, the student then moves into the dialogue. In this slideshow, the student can see English translations for some of the words and phrases in the dialogue. Then a student can click through the slides and listen to each part of the French dialogue.
Il y a aussi une bataille de fleurs. C'est très populaire. Les personnes décorent les chars avec des milliers de fleurs. Et les personnes sur les chars lancent aussi des fleurs à la foule.
As students work toward mastery, it's important for them to quiz themselves as they work through the lesson material. The puzzle matching test is one type of review activity that is used throughout the French lessons. In this activity, students move puzzle pieces to match the French sentences with their English translations. Next, students are given the opportunity to read a French brochure that provides information about the carnival in Nice. Bolded text can be clicked to enable viewing of English translations for key words and phrases. After completing another puzzle matching test, students are presented with an overview of 5 different carnivals. A map of each region, and engaging listening activities enrich the presentation, providing insight into the culture and history of each of these French-influenced carnivals. The first carnival is in French Guiana. Let's listen to the information presented here.
J'habite à Cayenne, la capitale de la Guyane. Le carnaval commence en janvier. Nous avons une tradition qui s'appelle les Touloulous. Les Touloulous sont des femmes qui se déguisent avec de grandes robes et des masques.
As we move down the page, we see information for carnivals held in Guadeloupe, Martinique, and Quebec, and even one here in the United States in French-influenced New Orleans. At the end of each lesson, students may be presented with several opportunities to quiz themselves on lesson content. Here in this lesson, students must read and select an answer to a series of questions from the lesson. In the next activity, the student is asked to drag the name of the carnival or location on the left to a description on the right. After matching all the items, the student clicks Check Answer. This activity can be worked repeatedly until mastery has been gained. At the end of most lessons, a Click Here link opens a printable page that contains a list of keyboard shortcuts for French keyboard characters, as well as a list of vocabulary words and translations from the lesson. At the end of the lesson, your student is presented with a series of questions that provide a review of lesson content. Questions are presented in a variety of formats. Answers are automatically saved as the student works through the questions, with 85 to 90% of student work being graded immediately by the program. A student is given the opportunity to reattempt questions that were answered incorrectly the first time through the lesson.
Good answer.
The lesson is complete when the student has answered all questions correctly or he has exhausted his allowed attempts.